Try hard to be funny, unfortunate.
The Wildhearts are back. Yes, Blighty's most untamed rock and roll machine, the Wildhearts, are back in action with the release of their self-titled album and a massive UK tour. Since their inception over a decade ago, the band have been caught in rock and roll debauchery to the max. Booze, drugs, and yes, a little bit more drugs as well. There's been points in the band's career where excess has certainly taken over from the band's music. But let's not forget that all-important factor and the reason why they probably still exist. The Wildhearts are a tour de force when it comes to writing their music. Through all the trials and tribulations, Ginger, CJ and their cohorts have constantly produced some classic and thunderous rock songs along the way. Their new self-titled album is easily the band's best recording since Earth vs. the Wildhearts, packed with chunky riffs, melodies galore and infectious hooks that makes this band so special. Joining Ginger and CJ, a long-standing drummer, Rich Battersby, a new bassist, Scott Story, the US-based musician last seen with punk rockers Amen. Roxanne TV joined Ginger and CJ in London town for a chinwag about the album and much, much more. Here's what happened. Hello viewers, welcome to Roxanne TV. We're in the Gibson Studios in the heart of London with CJ and Ginger from the Wildhearts. How you doing, guys?
Very
Good
well,
morning.
thank you.
Good, good. So it's a pleasure to have you with us and anticipating the new album and the tour that's coming up. And we just have to say for the record, before we start here, there's a picture of James Dean Bradfield on the wall.
He said
here.
it.
Now, and apparently, who does he look like, CJ?
Ian Huntley.
And who is Ian Huntley for those people?
He's the guy who works down my local garage, sells me a nice loaf of bread every week.
He was
also, yeah, a notorious killer.
The Soham murderers killer, wasn't
He
he?
looks a little bit like him. Sorry, James.
I can't look at that now.
Roxanne TV takes no responsibilities for any resemblance of James Dean Bradfield and Ian Huntley.
Just
So
one
who
of
does
those.
Slash look like, apart from Nina Cherry?
He used to look a bit like me. He grew his hair long. I don't know. He looks like my uncle.
Okay.
He's
We've
a
got,
little- Awesome.
should we do it with all of these, or should we move on?
No, we
No.
should move on because I'm sure people don't really want to know. Well, CJ did look like Slash when he was in the Tattooed Love Boys many
long
years
time,
ago.
yeah. Similar jawline, similar nose.
Have you had as many chicks as him though?
Nah, I doubt it. You never know.
So, Wildhearts, it's your new album, self-titled. It got 10 out of 10 in Rock Sound. Are you happy with the results of your work?
Yeah,
I'm happy with it. The review. I'm happy with the score of the review that you did, Darren. Thanks.
That's all right. Is a check in the post?
10 out of 10.
it's a good.
Yeah, no, it's not. You're not getting paid for it.
No.
But we do appreciate it, though.
That's
we
okay.
really do. Yeah, we're dead happy with it because you know, it's like anything when you finish an album. It's a relief when you finish it. It's just you're glad to finish it because you've just been like you've had it under a microscope for so long, and it's driving you mad, and you're just glad it's out the way. And then people start listening to it because you don't even know if it's any good anymore when you're finished.
It didn't take long to make as well, which is a good thing because
Right.
I've just finished mixing my own album, and it was done over 3 years.
Slip that in.
Yeah.
The
I was going
Wildhearts
to talk
album.
about that in a minute. You
So
can talk
right,
about
no,
your solo project.
I don't
later,
want to
CJ.
talk about it. I just finished doing it, but when it was done over a course of 3 years, the Wildhearts album was done over a course of about 6 weeks. So it was really instant, and it was really nice to go in there and just do this album and get it out of the way. And I personally think it's the best one yet from us.
I mean, did you sit down with a game plan of what you wanted to achieve with this, or is it just like you guys get together and you write another Wildhearts record?
There was a bunch of demos that I did last year, and the drill was to give everyone the demos, everyone kind of learn roughly the songs, and then we're going to get into rehearsal and just strip them all down and rewrite them. And rewrite, you know, start with a verse, is it good enough? The chorus is that good enough? And the main thing as well, apart from rewriting everything, just stick tons of guitar riffs on there. Because all of the stuff that we're doing for ourselves outside of the Wildhearts, none of it's really got guitar riffs. Well, not really like 9-minute riffathons.
Yeah. I mean, the riffathons start from the get-go with the first
Oh,
track.
yeah,
You know, you've
yeah.
got like an 8.5-minute opening track.
It's brutal as well.
You
We're
know,
taking
yeah.
no prisoners. I remember the last album was
Finger. Rubbish.
it's worn down, man, to the nub.
Sorry, what you're saying.
Last album was was criticised for being too poppy and lacking in riffage, and we thought, right, okay, you want riffs, we're going to take the piss.
I mean, that album, the last album prior to this one, was almost, it felt like it was your commercial album, like the album that would possibly take you into that realms of pop stardom. You know, compared to this one, like you say, which is heavy as hell from the get-go, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but it has its moments of, you know, poppiness as well. It's not just like full on, you know, it does rein it back in, and that's what we're known for. Just when you think you've got the band, you know, we'll come out with a nice 3-part harmony.
Yeah.
And then it's back to the brutal stuff again.